Hello, this is Dr. Cole Woolley, and this lesson is called Household Pet Safety. So we're going to talk about how to use essential oils safely around your household pets. So let's look at dogs first. How are they different? Well, dogs have a high sensitivity to aroma. They are 10,000 times more capable of sensing smell than we as humans. They have 50 times the number of olfactory nerves and variety of olfactory nerves. So they have a wider vocabulary. They can understand aromas better than we can. We only have a limited vocabulary in how things smell. Their vocabulary is much broader. So their brains can say, well, I know what this aroma is and I know what that aroma is. Whereas in humans, we have no vocabulary for some of the things that they can smell. That's why dogs are commonly used to sniff things like for fires and for arsons and for drugs, because they have the vocabulary, the sniffing vocabulary that we do not. Now, they depend on aromas to be able to understand their world. So they make pictures of their world based on the aromas they smell. So that's why you see dogs sniffing all the times. Now, dogs are so great at being able to detect aromas and use their wide vocabulary that they can smell a human skin or their breath and can tell what their emotions are like, whether they're angry or sad, or etc. They can also smell a human and detect diseases that the human has that have not been diagnosed. That's why sometimes dogs are used to be able to help diagnose human diseases. Well, let's look at another common household pet, and that's the cat. The cat is less sensitive to a dog in terms of being able to have a broad vocabulary of aroma, but they are better at being able to smell things than human, 10 times better. They have 10 times more olfactory nerves than humans, and so their vocabulary is wider than humans, but not anything to match dogs' aroma vocabulary. Well, if you'll notice that cats, they spend a lot of their time using their ears and using their nose to sense what's going on. They have keen eyesight, so putting that all together helps them deal with their environment. The most important safety concern that you need to be aware of is cats have thinner skin than dogs. Dogs have about the same skin thickness as humans. So that's where safety of essential oils is very important. Now, if you're diffusing around your pets, here's a couple of guidelines. With dogs, it's okay. Watch out for very spicy or minty oils. I would say for cats, be careful, because remember, their sense of smell is better. So watch them as you diffuse essential oil. A good guideline is to use a little bit less than you would use if it was just you in the room. Fewer drops are probably better, because for them, when you are finally being able to smell the essential oil, in the dog's brain, the brain is screaming, I can smell this essential oil. It's the aroma volume to them. Wow, there's a lot of this oil in the room. Where for you, oh, I can just barely smell it. So be sensitive to your dog's ability to smell the essential oil that you're diffusing. And another good rule is to allow them to have fresh air. A way to escape from the room to get fresh air, or a way to smell from a window or a doorway. Whatever it is, let them be able to choose for themselves whether they want fresh air. Now, applying essential oils to pets, and I will say in this case, just to dogs, I would say no to applying essential oils to young pets, to small pets, to thin-skinned pets, and no, that means no to cats. So that leaves us basically with dogs, large dogs, medium-sized dogs. Small dogs are maybe an exception. You have to be very careful with them. Perform a patch test, just like you would with an adult, to see if the dog has a skin sensitivity to one or more of the essential oils that I'll show you. Watch for signs. And for dogs, they like to lick their wounds. So if you put a bandage around it that is secure, that won't fall off, it'll keep them from tasting the essential oils. So what carrier oils are safe for dogs? Almond oil, aloe oil, avocado oil, fractionated coconut oil, grapeseed oil, jojoba oil, and sunflower oil. Remember, when you are applying essential oils to dogs, that dilute even more, like they were toddlers. Put on like 1 drop of essential oil for 400 drops of carrier oil. That's very, very dilute. Now, safe essential oils around dogs are marjoram, clary sage, anise, chamomile, frankincense, myrrh, cedarwood, valerian, and ginger. This is a short list. Consider everything else as not safe for dogs, and only with proper education and experimenting can you learn which oils are safe for your dog. Remember, this dog is an individual just like you. It might have skin sensitivities. It might have allergies related to certain oils. It might sneeze when you diffuse certain oils. So learn for yourself which essential oils are safe for your dog. Now, other household pets, remember, do no harm. If you're the physician to these pets, do no harm. That means utilize your education. Find out about if they have a sensitivity to essential oils, or if you're trying to heal a wound on a bird or a hamster or a rabbit. Find out what others have done. And if you don't know, get a book and read it about essential oils and pets, or go to your veterinarian and find out if he or she knows what's proper to use for these smaller animals. Remember, do no harm, because a drop of essential oil in the wrong place can do harm to your small pets. So one of the best things to also remember for safety is lock up your essential oils. Dogs, cats, and other pets in the house are cruising through the house trying to explore, and they like to be able to find things that they can smell, and they might even lick them. Well, just licking the essential oil bottle on the outside, even if it's not open, there might be residues of essential oils that can do harm to a cat. You don't want that. So realize that they explore, they lick surfaces, and they lick humans. So whatever we have on our body might be transferred onto their tongue and put into their digestive system. Be careful to lock up essential oils. So I would like to invite you to diffuse an essential oil, just 1 drop, from the safe list with your dog around it. If you have multiple dogs, just 1 drop of essential oil into a diffuser and diffuse the essential oil and watch how they react. Make sure there is a fresh air location, whether that means leaving the room or a window that's open, to see if they require fresh air when you just put 1 drop of essential oil from the safe oil list that I gave you. See if it's okay with your dog and write it down, because you're trying to figure out which oils your dog will live with and tolerate, which ones they like, and which ones they do not like. If the dog sneezes, it's probably a histamine response. The dog does not like that essential oil. So be aware of what your dog can tolerate and know how to safely use essential oils around your dog. So this lesson has been all about how to use essential oils safely around your household pets, how to diffuse properly, how to use essential oils topically on dogs only, how to use references like a book about pet safety, how to use your veterinarian support to be able to help with using essential oils. And remember to do no harm. Know what you're doing. Don't just experiment on your precious pets. So this is Dr. Cole Woolley telling you, please enjoy your pets and essential oils around them. And remember, just a drop or two for a better you.